2, 1.
Okay. Hey, wow. Welcome back to, episode 15, I don't know, of Critical James Theory. I'm your host, James Knight, and I'm not going to bury the lead. Here's Keane Cobb.
Hello. How are we? Well, I hope.
We're gonna try our hands at, recording with guests instead of just hearing me ramble for 30 minutes or more. But we're back, and we're back to talk about silly hang-ups and theories of comedians, and if we're lucky, we can look at it through the lens of race. If not, hey, we here, we funny, we doing our thing.
You're welcome.
So we've been talking a lot in the hour and a half that we've been here working out technical difficulties. And I wanted to share something to kind of get the ball moving. So I was called this past week. I was called dramatic by my good friend and my roommate, who I also used to date. Maybe we'll talk about it at some point. Maybe I talked about it at another episode, an earlier episode. I don't remember. But I was called dramatic. And here's why I was called dramatic, because we share one bathroom, right? And one time, like, God forbid two people who have one bathroom have to, drop a deuce at the same time. Right? It happens,
I mean, that's science. You can't fight science.
You can't really fight it.
Yeah.
So it happened once before. And I was like, oh man, this ain't going to be good. So I was saying, like, hey, speed it up. Hurry up.
So I'm sorry. So
this is the first time I'm referring to this.
No. So I'm not sure if it makes any difference.
Yes.
But was it caused by the same thing? Like, did y'all both get home, or did y'all both eat something? Like, yo, we both gotta take a shit, or?
I think it was that, but hers hit first, and I thought I was good.
Okay.
And then while she was in, I was like, oh shit.
Hey, you try to be tough.
Hey, yeah. And so
nigga shit every day, B. You good? You tough, right?
Tough, right? So the first time it happened, I was like, hey, like, it's not gonna work. I was hitting the door. She was like, okay. And I hope she never listens to this. She did her thing, and I had to go so bad. She was just like, all right. And I just did my thing on top of hers.
Oh, no flush.
No flush.
Oof.
And then I flushed.
That's a lot.
I did a quick bidet squirt, and then I was like, "Hey, you go back. I'll finish up later.
Yeah,
you do your thing."
Yeah.
And it was a whole, like, she was just like, I can't believe we just did that. This is nasty. You motherfucker. God damn it. This is the worst. We need. And I was like, you're right. You're absolutely right. We do need two bathrooms, right?
Okay.
We got over it. It's a funny story now. Fast forward to last week. Same deal.
Was it the same situation where she went first and you were?
She went first. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, so I was like, I can wait. You go ahead.
Okay.
So then as soon as she got in there, it was cool for maybe about 5 minutes.
And then
it happened. And so I was like, I'm sitting there. I'm trying to, like, get my mind off of it. I'm singing a song. I'm pacing. And then it got to a point where it's like, okay, this is not going to end well. So I didn't want what happened the first time to happen again. So in my mind, it made more sense to, like, I sent her a text. I was like, hey, don't come out of the bathroom. I figured it was a long, she was in there for a while. So I was like, hey, don't come out. Didn't explain why. I just said, don't come out.
I mean, I got a good idea of why not to come out, but keep going.
So me saying don't come out meant I was going to try to do a little Houdini. I'm not proud of this story. So I was prepared. I was prepared to poop in the trash can of the house, the waist high trash can. I was preparing to.
I mean,
I'm not proud of it.
Look, in the great words of some random dude back in the day, shit happens.
And boy does it. So I'm like, I'm here with it. I'm like, I'm over it. I'm over the thing. I'm squatting over the thing. I've got my ass out. I'm poking it at the toilet. So I'm like, I don't want to do this. But it's like, this might happen. So she texted me. She was like, why? And I was like, typing back. And while I was typing back, she just walked right down. She was like, are you about to poop in the trash can? And I was like, I didn't want to hurry you up. She was like, I've been done. I just been on my phone. And I'm like, get out of my way, bitch. And I did my thing. And then as I came out, she was like, yo, you are dramatic. Now, am I dramatic?
I tell you what, man.
You can be honest. I'm not going to hurt my feelings.
Here's the thing. I don't think you are. I think you are. I don't think it's dramatic. I think you. I don't think it's being dramatic. I think you have a tolerance level that you do not want to cross, or you have not tested enough. Because if there's a few minutes, so all right, so to piggyback off that a little bit. 2 examples. So the first one, I was one of 4 grandchildren that was raised in the same house so that's 4 so far. One of 4 grandchildren and raised in the house of our 3 mothers. So that's 7 people.
7 people.
Their mother, 8 people, and then from time to time, excuse me, that was me burping, not farting.
I can attest it was.
Yeah, it was burping. Well,
we got video now.
We got video evidence. And then sometimes it would be an uncle or 2 there. So that'd be like 10 people. So as a person who has had to withhold shit as a child, my go-to plan was always, it might have been dangerous, lay on my stomach and not think about it.
That's a good move.
So that has worked for me in the past. So I think my tolerance level might be higher than yours.
It might be.
So that might be one thing. 2, as far as like, we were both, all right. So there, at one point, I did go to the bathroom at the same time with a friend of the opposite sex. She used the toilet, I pissed in the sink, but we both had to pee. It was drunk piss. So it was just like, it was funny as fuck because like, we both looked at each other like, our stuff and like, huh. All right, and just went back to doing our thing. So I wouldn't call you dramatic. Now, if you were, oddly enough, I think if you did the other way, if you were banging on the door like, let me in, this rocket's about to take off, 5, 4, that's dramatic. Because like you're causing a ruckus and you're trying to bring attention to the problem. If anything, you were super duper sleuth about it, and you know what? You were sleuth and you were a fucking gentleman because you're like, hey, don't come out here.
Yeah.
Whatever you about to go do, handle your business.
Stay in there.
Stay in there. Don't come out. Don't see the levels that I had to reach.
I will stoop to this level.
Don't come out here.
It will change how you look at me.
You will live your life better not knowing what I'm about to do. So no, I don't agree with I don't agree with being called dramatic in that sense. If anything, you were a goddamn hero. So,
see?
There you go.
See what I'm saying? Alex, name redacted. I probably I'll bleep it out. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to rehash of what happened before. And she was like, okay, had you gone through with this, what was your, I was like, that's why I told you don't come out, because I was going to do that, get a couple of cautionary wipes in, pull up the trousers, wrap up that bag, take it out to the dumpster before you even, and then by the time you was coming out, I'd be coming back in like, hey, I'm going to use the bathroom after you, real calm, real chill. No one's the wiser.
Insert GIF from, I think it was Magnum PI of the black dude.
That's all I'm saying.
Come on now.
That's all I'm saying.
Come on.
I feel like it was a good plan should it have happened. I wouldn't have preferred to do that. But
you know what? The more I don't know what this says about me, but the more you like, so when you first, mind you, this is the first time I'm hearing about this shit.
It's the first time I've told anybody who wasn't in that room.
So at first I was just like, oh, James, come on, man. What are we talking about right now? But the more you explain, I'm just like, man, this nigga had a plan. He had follow through. He knew what was going on. He had the whole situation. Mind you, if you'd have went through this whole thing, you'd have lived your life. Both of you would have lived your life. And you know what the crazy thing is? If you'd have done it, not only would you have probably forgotten about it, but if the situation would have arose again, you'd handle it no issue. You'd have been like, you know what? Go ahead, handle your business. And like, well, time to shit in the can again.
Like, I just become the can shitter. Like, that's my whole thing, and I don't tell anybody about it ever. Like,
you're like the reverse Oscar the Grouch. You're like Steve the garbage shit taker, garbage can shit taker.
She's like, I haven't. Just because you live with somebody for a while, she's like, I haven't seen you poop in a while. You good? You okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just fine.
I eat fiber every day.
Just fine.
I'm just fine.
That'd
be. I would love to see a montage of y'all just living your life, and then she's just in the bathroom like, yo, why is this bathroom so clean? Like,
right. It doesn't even.
You don't. And then at first you're like creeping around. You're like waiting until she leaves and shit. You're like, doop 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 doop, and like. The camera just pans out and you just see you dragging a trash can to the living room or something so you can like watch Steve Andrew taking this shit.
She's in the kitchen, she's looking through for aluminum foil. She's like, why is there a Sports Illustrated?
Wait. This is the knife drawer. Why is there a Reader's Digest? What the fuck is
a pack of the pipe with the thing of like
all the You could show something like, wait. I have my bacon pans here. Why is there a pack of Newports? Why is there a pack of Newports in here?
Oh man, that's a crazy way to live. I would get caught because eventually she's gonna have one of those where she has one of those real quick ones, and it doesn't seem like it. And she's gonna come out real quick, and she's gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, shit.
And all of a sudden it's gonna be like when you get killed in what was it? No, not killed. When you get in trouble in GTA, it's like busted.
Before it's gonna be like what was it? The exclamation point and the
what anime?
Nah, well yes, but
Nani?
in Metal Gear Solid, it's like and I gotta crawl back into my box. And
all of a sudden, somebody yells, "Snake! Snake!"
God damn, I don't know. I feel like eventually I would tell her that that's what I'm doing if I didn't get caught, and then it would be funny. But I don't know. Keane calls me considerate, and I'm taking that. Like I'm taking that with me.
Like I said, the more you explain, the more I'm with you on that. Because for real, if you want to talk about it, I don't know if you have animals at your home, but like, if anything, you're removing a step from what people do with their dogs. Instead of you shitting on the floor, you're just shitting straight into the plastic bag.
It's a waste basket for a reason.
Why is that not a thing? I mean, diapers, yeah, cool, whatever. But what if you out with your boys and you're like setting is like a fucking club or something, like do. Everybody's like, hey, yo, that bitch over there, yeah, she's fucking hot, yeah.
Respectfully though.
Respectfully, always with respect. And you're like, oh man. Oh, wait, I'll be right back, bros. I gotta take a shit. Get back to the bathroom. All of a sudden, the shit's fucking everything's blocked. He's like, oh man, what am I gonna do? And all of a sudden, some white dude in a suit is like, gotta take a shit. Now you can. And all of a sudden, just hands you a plastic bag. He's like, dude, this is a plastic bag. No, it's not. This is shit where you go. And it's like, how does it work? Well, wherever you go, take a shit, and it's just a whole new product.
I imagine it's literally just like an old school plastic. Like,
of course,
Acme bag, and you just put your legs through it. You just drop load it and take it off.
Oh my god!
Give it a tie, and there it is.
None's the wiser.
It's a pretty good idea.
And then this is wild. How weird. This is a whole thing. And then they have like scent repellent, or they have like scent. Fucking smell repellent like bags now.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, nigga, do we have to develop a shit bag?
Listen, I think we just did. Patent pending.
Like, Shit, where you go?
Look, guys, we're gonna quit comedy if this takes off.
Hey, have you guys seen Keane or James? Yeah, they got a fucking mansion out in fucking Malibu now.
They're flying their helicopter in to do a 10-minute spot.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wanna go to fucking Philly and do a spot real quick? You just fly in, land in the middle of Sansom.
Yo, how boss would that? You know what? I wouldn't even land in Sansom. I would probably like rappel down the rope and like
Cover and just pull some SWAT team shit.
The worst part, I would rappel down and then be like, "Oh my god, it's Keane!" And then I would pull the. I'd try to open up helium, still be locked. Like, God damn it!
Can you let me get
Brian, Brian, let me in.
God damn! I still got a knock.
I still got a knock. I got a fucking helicopter. Let me in.
You don't hear that? You don't see that disturbance I'm causing?
Come on, man. Let me in. I got a fucking helicopter, bro. What are we doing right now?
Oh shit, we're gonna be rich, Keane. Wealthy but beyond our wildest dreams. What would be the first thing you did if that, let's just say that hit, we're rich. You buying the sport? You buying the Eagles?
Man, here's my thing. Like,
You buying the Sixers?
I might buy the Sixers. I might buy. If all right, so if we get like wealthy, the first thing I'm doing is I want to quit my job, but I wouldn't do it like off the rip yet. Mm-hmm. I want to do that, in case I get bored or whatever. Yeah. And then I would love if I got fired and then like put on a whole performance like, you don't understand, like, oh my god, like you don't get it. And they're like, oh my god, Keane, we're so sorry. I know it's gonna be tough struggling. Like, nah, nigga, I'm good. It's just fuck y'all. Just leave. But like if when this hits, the first thing I'm doing is like changing my entire like wake up plan, because right now my wake up is like, whew, I survived. Like that's the wake up plan right now. Mm-hmm. If I get money, my jumper would get even more wet because I would just go work out even more. Like I would be insufferable.
You could buy the best shooting coach.
Exactly.
What's that dude that's on TikTok that's like, I'm not leaving.
Lethal shooter.
Yeah, lethal shooter. I'm not leaving until I make 6,000 threes in a row.
He would be annoyed with me because he would fix like two things and be like, all right, I guess you don't need me no more. Nope, you're here. You're not going nowhere.
I paid for an hour. You're staying for an hour. And then we're going to get lunch afterwards because we're going to talk hoop.
You goddamn right we're talking hoops.
You're paying the lethal shooter to be your best friend.
People, let me tell you about lethal shooter. He's a wonderful person and hard of goal or some shit.
But there's also a different lethal shooter. Or maybe it's the same dude, but like I don't think it is because lethal shooter is white, correct?
No, lethal shooter is black.
Okay, so who's the white dude? Like, there's a white dude that's like...
That might be the sniper nigga. Like,
maybe it is. Maybe I'm getting my shooters.
Nigga, yeah.
But lethal shooter's the one that'll have like he'll just have a hoop circled with knives.
Yes.
And he'll be like, nah, I'm gonna just drain this shit.
Bro, he has like I remember a child with how'd it go? He watched kids do TikTok version of him, and one kid was like, okay guys, I got a basketball hoop. If I don't make this shot, my house blows up. Let's see what happens. And he was like, am I really like this? And he was like, yeah, bro. Because it's the knife thing. He had one hoop where it was like sideways. He had triple hoops where like he had to shoot.
Spinning one.
Yeah, he'd be wild.
So make sure your mother and your wife are out of the house, because if I miss this shot, it's going up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh man, it's gross. Oh shit. So I guess at some point, we should talk about what we were talking about race earlier, and you said something that was, I don't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was? This is something that was interesting to me.
So I like to consider myself a boring black person. Because like I'm not Haitian, I'm not I'm not from the island,
I'm not Trinidadian,
and I'm not Jamaican. No. I'm none of that. I'm just
regular
degular. I'm just a black dude. But I feel like I understand the pain of like, excuse me, that was a burp, another burp. I feel the pain of mixed kids. Because wherever I've been, I wasn't accepted. I was either too black for white kids, and for black kids, apparently I was too white. I was always like growing up, I was always told that I talk white,
Which, what does that even mean? Giving white people too much credit when you say that.
Exactly. And like it was a lot. So like even though I'm not mixed, I kind of get how mixed kids feel not being accepted by like either side of the coin or whatever.
Yeah, it didn't get super rough for me because I feel like I don't know if I'm being insensitive or if I just had a better outlook on things, but like that whole tragic mulatto boat, like I know it exists, but every time it was around me, I was just like, it's because you like when I like other mixed kids when they came around and they didn't fit in, I was like, it's because you ass, man. Nobody like because
you lame boy.
Because you lame. Hey, like because there was a cartoon that I shared not too long ago on my Instagram from the Boondocks, and it was Riley and Huey, and there was a random other black kid who I've never seen in there, and there was Jasmine, a little mixed girl, and he brought her. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna introduce you, to my friends." He's like, "All right, this is Jasmine, the new girl. She's mixed, but she don't think she's black." That's literally how I would say, like, I would like kind of hang out with you for a little bit just to see how you were.
Yeah.
And if like I could tell you was trying to like not be black, I was like, nah, come on, I'm gonna introduce you to my friends. And all my friends are black, and I'm like, hey, he don't think he black. Have at him. Like, and then you would either sink or swim. Most of the time they swam. Most of the time it did kind of get. If there were dudes, it kind of worked it out of them. But like girls, I never went that hard on them. I would kind of like introduce them to like the black girls and to see what happened. And it's New Jersey in the '90s. It could go either way.
Yeah,
it could go either way. But I was always, I don't know. Like I always had like I had that issue too. Like I've had people say that I had other black kids, take offense or take like umbrage about like me identifying as black. Like, nah, your daddy's white, and blah blah blah. And I was just like, oh, all right, well, you stupid then. So I'm not gonna. So we're just not gonna be friends. That's cool.
That I admire the resolve that you had. That you be like, all right, cool. Whatever you think, I don't care. I'm gonna just do me anyway.
Yeah,
so
I don't know what that. And like I feel, I wish I was bullshitting, but like from like my own mother was like, yeah, she's like, I've seen you do it. Like you'd be at the playground, and if somebody asked you like, what are you? If they were a white kid, you'd say black, and if they acted weird, bye. And if they, if they were a black kid, you would say white, and if they acted weird, you'd be like, well, don't need you. She was like, I don't know where you got it from, but it worked.
Fuck it.
But yeah, man, like I do. Would you say you were like I feel like you weren't. I feel like you might be like I was, maybe like a yard short of being this guy. But them anime niggas that was wearing them blowy shirts. I could have been that dude. I feel like I wasn't because I had I don't know what stopped me, but I feel like you had that thing too that stopped you.
So I think so. What would stop me from being like full bore, full fledged, like anime? Oh, he's scaring the hoes type nigga. would stop me from being that dude. Which, by the way, it's wild. All of a sudden, women love anime. I'm like, where were y'all at when I was watching Goku transform for the first time?
I was watching 6 episodes of Goku charging up, getting no play. And nowadays, if you don't watch it.
You weirdo.
Yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Shit. Now I forgot the fucking. What stopped me? So I think what stopped me was my dad and my uncle were like crazy sports fans. So because of that, just through osmosis, like that was already there, or that sports was like number one for me, and then all my nerdy cool stuff started. So like I feel like sports I didn't have a choice, but like when I got older and I started liking different things, everything was like coming in, but sports was still top dog. So like I remember I remember watching like the fucking Phillies when I was like could barely remember anything. One of my first memories was looking at a green screen and hearing whistles. And I think I was watching football, or like football was on as a child. I'll even say this: if anything, I was the sports I was a nerd and a geek for that. So I was like, I remember being in grade school, I would watch Fox Sunday. So I would watch like the pregame,
Yeah.
7 or 8 years old, watching old niggas like Terry. Boom. I'm watching
squarehead ass
Howie Long, Jimmy Johnson,
James Brown,
and Terry Bradshaw.
Goddamn right.
Watching that shit and like watching post game and then watching the news talk about sports. So like, I think I had the geek tendencies. It just it shifted toward it was ingrained in sports first. Mm-hmm. But if it wasn't for that. Yeah, I wouldn't be me. Like I would be, and then I know some like full-fledged anime niggas, and I know the two types. So like one, like my boy Malachi, cool as fuck, cool as hell. But then again, he's 6'2", so he is like
you get away with a lot.
He can get away with that shit. He got and then another one I know, my boy, fuck. I know his first name, but I don't know if he likes being called that. Whatever, he ain't gonna see this. Lafayette. I know that nigga.
It's a tight name. I don't know.
He don't like it though. So they're two like anime niggas. Like they would break down seasons and this happened in this episode. Don't watch that episode. Blah 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 blah. Me personally, I gotta be into it to watch it. And then I did have one of those shirts. Okay. Like back in like 99, I had one of those like black and blue dragon shirts.
Okay.
That polyester was hot. In more ways than one. It was cool and nigga, I was sweating.
So you did succumb to anime 90s anime nigga tendencies. Okay.
Tendencies.
Okay.
I didn't go full fledged.
It wasn't your person. Like you wore it occasionally, but you didn't have a closet full of them.
No.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I did have like one or two like dope ass. I think I had like a dope ass Vegeta T-shirt.
That's fine. That's fine.
In 9th grade or 8th grade, that was dope as fuck. But yeah, beyond that, no.
That's fine. Yeah, I feel like one was like, all right, but we watching you. Like we would like the homies was keeping an eye. Like, all right. If we see you got a variation, if you come with the purple flame one, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't. Nah. Although I've been to a handful of either swap meets or
shout out to Cowtown.
Yeah, I went there recently. I was there like a few weeks ago.
Cowtown is still dog shit.
I went there as a child, and I remember buying a fucking what was it? It was it was a South Park charm or whatever we used to put on our like.
Little silver chain or whatever.
Yeah, with a silver chain. Yeah. And then I went there this past, like I said, a few weeks ago with my roommate. And then I got like caramel popcorn and had to stop myself from buying a pair of nunchucks.
Like, you can buy a pair of nunchucks there.
I was that cool. Because we in Jersey. Because like Philly, you can't get nunchucks. Because But like Jersey.
You get some ninja stars. You want a katana?
Dog, the fucking shurikens they had, nigga.
You could walk out that bitch with a katana. You understand me?
Look, you look like the anime nigga version of T.I., okay? That's how strapped up you could be coming out indubiously, okay? You come out here with fucking katana blades. You look like you holding weight for Ninja Turtles, nigga.
Hell
like that's you the weapons dealer for them.
Hell yeah. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. And by commercial break, I'm gonna restart the camera because we got basic equipment and we gotta do this every now and again. So pause for the cause. Man, that's great. It's crazy how we're sponsored by Gatorade and Nike. It's crazy.
Is it in or on you? That was a weird question to ask out loud. I'm sorry. Don't cancel me. That was weird.
Damn, yo. I kind of, there's a part of me, I've told this story, but I'm sorry this has become the shit episode. But I pooped myself at Cowtown when I was a kid.
Oh. Wait, yeah. How old were you? Like a child, toddler, or a teenager?
No, I was in double digits. I was I had to be like 12. Okay. Maybe 13.
Now, was this, because I don't know what it was, but like maybe it was like rumors or some shit, but like when around about that age, I was when you're like 12, you're scared and you're nervous about a lot of shit. You want to be cool or whatever. So like at that point, I was super nervous about like public shits.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like I would try not to.
Let's say the school shit? Never.
And then being a big nigga, you know what's in the big dog.
Yeah.
One, I'm never getting married. Two,
Think I am. I just told whoever listens to this that I was about to shit in a fucking wastebasket. Go ahead.
but I bring that up because I have a weird thing now, which like people, my loved ones have told me about this, and I blame. Now I'm being dramatic. I blame the trauma caused by being a big nigga in grade school. Because when I sleep, apparently I fart a lot.
Hey man, it happens.
And I think it started being in grade school, being a big nigga and trying to hold in farts. Because being a big nigga in grade school, you were blamed for
everything,
every sound effect from any orifice. Somebody could burp 2 fucking classrooms down. Oh, Keane up here farting. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm taking a test. I can't. Come on, what are we talking about right now? Come on.
I'm still a new big nigga. Like I was husky my whole life, but I wasn't like the big nigga. And like, yeah, I remember those like the big dudes always did get the short end of the stick, and I'm like, yo, hey, I don't even think he did that shit, yo. It's like, nah, you did that shit. It's like, you probably did it. That's what like
he who smelt it dealt it.
That's right. That's why you make it a big fucking theatrical performance about it. Like you probably did it.
That motherfucker was dramatic. That's who's
nasty.
Dramatic.
That's what he was.
My bad. So Cowtown, you ready?
I'll be back to the.
Hey, I'm trying to stay on track, brother.
I did. Yeah, it was not that interesting of a story. I was like 13. I think I had one of the. If you go to Cowtown in I don't know what part of New Jersey it is, but it's Salem County, New Jersey, southern New Jersey. If you go to Cowtown, they have really good food there, but don't eat it unless like you're prepared. Unless you have like an Imodium already, like you're prepared for this. Like I forget what I had, but I think it was like a kielbasa.
Oh no,
you know what I mean? Like
you eating greasy meat
and a greasy sausage.
No
pause, just greasy sausage.
Nah, dog, that's why you shit yourself.
Yeah,
because your prepubescent body could not handle all that grease.
So what you doing, dog?
Just loosen that shit. That dislodged all kinds of gunk out of your intestines, and you couldn't handle it.
And it's not. I remember it clearly. It's not like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna end my day with it. I got there and then had it.
Well, you didn't know nothing yet.
You know what I mean? Like I got there and had it. I was like, I'm gonna start my journey with this kielbasa, and I don't know how long it took, but I couldn't like have any shame. So I was like, I thought I was good. I got to the bathroom one time. I was like, I listened to my mom. She was like, never sit on the public toilet seat if they don't have the little thing to put on it, the little condom. So I was like, all right, cool. They didn't have it, so I'll do what my mom told me to do. I'll hover. Boy, that spot was wrong. I hovered too far away, and that thing just went right into my pants on the floor. And I was like, oh, okay.
Not good.
And this was pre-cell phone, so I couldn't just be like,
Help.
I had to wait until my friend's grandfather got worried that I hadn't showed up in a while. And then he came looking for me. My friend came looking for him, and I was like, yeah, I'm in the, yeah, can you give me some pants? You think Granddaddy give me some pants and a pair of underwear?
Here's the thing. You were at a perfect place.
I did. You
were at a perfect place.
I came out of there with some fucking shitty jeans where you can see the white stitching in the blue jeans.
And some shitty jeans.
And some shitty jeans. They might have had some anime characters on the nasty ass
jeans. Man's went home. Man's went home with some bleach jeans. Got what's it? I never remember his name, but got a fucking Bankai on his fucking leg.
Oh, I had some fake Jinkos on.
Dog, you remember those NBA jeans?
Hell yeah, I remember.
It had like every fucking team patch.
I remember them. The jackets, the leathers. Ugh, what was it? That was a nasty time. Did you have any throwbacks? Were you a throwback guy?
Did I have any throwbacks? I didn't have any throwbacks, but like what? You know what I thought was cool, and it was not. I used to think if you okay, so if you got the same color hat and the same color like jersey, I thought it was cool if it was 2 completely different teams. So like, so I had the one combination I had, which you couldn't tell me shit. I was like 13 or 14. I had a Keyshawn Johnson Tampa Bay Bucks jersey.
Good jersey.
And I would wear it with a Philadelphia Phillies hat And nigga, you couldn't tell me shit.
I mean, the Reds don't not match.
But I thought that was the coolest shit. And like my next thing was gonna do. I had a Donovan McNabb jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Quick funny story about that. So I had a Donovan McNabb jersey, and my cousin who lives in Delaware, his best friend, shout out to Chris and Brandon. His best friend, his mom was an Eagles cheerleader. So I was over at my cousin's house one year, and I forgot or left my Donovan McNabb jersey there. So because my cousin's friend's mom is a cheerleader, they were going to like the not spring training, training camp. They went to training camp with her, right? So my cousin, being the great guy that he was then and he is now, he saw my jersey. He grabbed it. He was gonna go get it signed.
Oh.
And my aunt stopped him.
Oh.
My aunt said, I don't know if Keane wants people writing on his shirt. And, and I don't think I've ever told her, but Aunt Pat, what the hell? Like, when my cousin told me, like, yo, I was this close to having your jersey signed by McNabb, but my mom said don't bring it.
Damn.
Wow. I looked at this clean ass jersey like, thank you, but I wanted to, bro. You know how? Wait, you know how that jersey would have got me out of some shit like 10, 12 years ago?
That's a get out of a lot of stuff free card.
Come on,
in this city.
Either just showing it off or selling this shit. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, but I wanted to wear my McNabb jersey with an Oakland Athletic fucking hat.
You're matching the greens. I'll give you that. Kind of.
That's where I felt. That's when me looking back, I was like, what the fuck were you thinking? They do not match. Those reds do not match. Those greens do not match.
That was a rough time.
Yeesh.
It was a rough time. I used to do the team fitted hat with, it didn't matter what team either. I just had to like the color. So I think at one point I had a baby blue and red and white Texans. The baseball team, right? The Texans. That's the team I'm thinking of, right?
Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
Texas Rangers. And I had the matching like powder blue, like tall tee from Foot Locker. Couldn't tell me shit.
All right, so
and I had a white wave cap underneath. Didn't have any waves because my hair texture doesn't do that. But but you couldn't tell me I couldn't wear one.
So I didn't go as crazy as other folks did, but once again, shout out to Randy because I learned the word from her. In the early aughts,
shout out to Randy.
There was a.
What if I got Randy on this podcast? That crazy.
Oh my god!
Go ahead. I don't mean to derail.
That'd be so funny.
But that's nuts.
In the early aughts, shout out to Randy. There was a trend in Philly where niggas in high school wanted to look like carpenters. So
the jeans,
the Dickies.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Dickie sets
the
were
suits.
Insane.
What were we doing?
I
got the South Jersey.
Huh?
I got the South Jersey.
So like, baby boy was a big boy. So like the gut didn't allow me to like wear the button ups.
Mm-hmm.
So the wildest combination I had was a baby. I had baby blue Dickies, right? A black T-shirt, and I had just bought this. I had bought a pair of Adidas, I want to say T-Mac 2.5s.
Those are the most 2000 shoe.
Oh my god, T-Mac 2.5s, and to top it off, a baby blue headband.
Ooh,
because man's head was huge, still is. But like that's why. Matter of fact, I was joking about this the other day. If I could find it, I will send it to you. In my freshman and I think my sophomore high school ID picture, I'm wearing a white headband. And like I thought posing like this was the coolest shit ever, but you couldn't see my face. So like when I would pose for like a picture, I would just be like this. So like you can't even see my face. You just see
chin.
like chin and like my nose and shit. So like you saw the headband. So like I was just like, what up? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vance, because like me and him, that's like my younger / big brother, because he's like fucking. I know all these tall niggas. He's 6'3". He's big as shit. But me and him, like when we had our headbands on, you couldn't tell us shit.
The headband was an era. My head, I have a big head too, so when I put like a regular size headband on, that shit was skinny as hell.
When I put a headband on, that shit was like, help!
Yeah, this was
help!
like the Nike sign looked like a straight line. It was just like, that was rough. But did you know you had to check out of like, did you ever wear fitteds? Were you in the fitted hats?
The handful of fitteds I had, real rap, I can only fit 3 sizes in fitteds, and now I'd be lucky if I could fit. Well, they might like make specialty ones now, but like when I was younger, I could only wear 7 3/4.
Talk to me.
7 7/8.
Talk to me.
And 8.
Now we're getting there.
That is it.
Now we're getting there.
And then the 7 7/8. You know if them shits is too tight, you take them off. Even before you take them off, you struggling. So like, you know how like some niggas be like and then like throw it around and like catch it and shit. You put it on you a big head and you'd be like,
that shit.
That's staying.
It's not going.
That's
anywhere.
where it is. And if you had to readjust, you had to like kind of
like,
take it off and then.
Bit.
Here's the name that's 2000. Dontrell Willis. Pitcher for at the time the Florida Marlins. Okay. He used to wear his hat to like the side, similar to the nigga from the Cucumbers. The fucking what the fuck was the movie called? Strike one. Oh, I got you. How the fuck? Hardball.
Okay.
Like the one that used to listen to. Did you watch the movie?
I don't think so.
Hardball, a classic romp of a classic tale of a down on his luck youth baseball. No, sorry, gambler turned youth baseball coach.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves. And he coaches an all-black team in Chicago.
Yes, I did see this. And, yes.
And the pitcher, he can only pitch if he's listening to Biggie Smalls.
Yep.
These niggas was on the spectrum.
They
were special.
White dudes wrote that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you. Old white dudes.
Because they had him doing the wave. At one point, they were just like... What
are the oddities in WWE? That was a wow.
The oddities.
That was a fucking pull. Man, I remember when I realized, like, I don't know if you had this same, judging by what you just said, I think you did have the same progression, but like I felt my head getting bigger. Like I started at like a 7 or 7.5. I wore that for a while. And all of a sudden I was like, damn, these 7.5. And that's
kind of tight.
It wasn't even like my hair was growing. I had low cut. So it was like, I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll get a 7 and whatever the next is. And that worked for a while, until it didn't. And then once I realized I was wearing 8s, I was like, hold on, man. These hats went from like being like $20 to like $35.
Yeah.
And like they don't. I asked, and I remember I was like, you got anything other than an 8? And he looked at me like,
he was like, that is the biggest size we have, you little man. You better do something.
Yeah, you better knit a hat or something for your big ass. So I was like, I gotta stop this.
Cause like, here's the thing. I started so there's 2 things that go along with it. So one, even when I was younger, I really wasn't a hat guy, and it's probably because I had a big ass fucking head. Mm-hmm. And 2, part of the reason why I wasn't a hat guy, because one, that is a lot of money, and like I was too busy trying to buy candy and action figures and shit, so I was like, that's too much. But one of the things that went into it is my mom would only let me grow my hair out during the summertime.
Oh.
So like during the school year, I had to keep my shit cut. So like I would have like scullies and like wear hoods or whatever. But when it came time for like summertime to go stunt or whatever, your boy was trying to grow a fro out and all I wanted to have a cute, thick black girl do my hair.
Oh.
Just
sit on the
sit
stoop?
there and just her just go through and do my hair. That happened twice.
Oh, nice.
Twice in high school. It was this girl named, I think her name was Adele. And when I first had my hair, I finally had, because like, you know how black girls used to do like the check? They would like grab, like, they would like be in your shit, like, all right, hold on, wait.
See if you got
enough.
The hang time.
And then, so dog, the fact, one, all right, I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. But the fact that I was told when I was younger, oh my God, you kind of cute, but you don't got that good hair. Excuse me.
Excuse you, ladies.
Excuse you.
Excuse you.
A few of those girls in middle school at Henry H. Houston.
Hair longer than yours now.
But yeah, that's part of the reason why I wasn't a huge hat guy, because I was trying to grow my hair out, because like I wanted to fro, because like my mom would just throughout the school year I had to keep that shit tight, bro.
Yeah, what was with that? I mean, I had the same problem too, but like parents are just like, especially like, I mean, in your case, like, of course you had a black mom, but in my, dad really didn't have any say in what was going on with the hair. But my mom would just make sure it's just either all low, even all around, and that's it. It's like, how come I can't do nothing else? Like, why you putting me in this prison? Like, I remember I wanted the little, little Jersey kid one. I wanted to be like Michael Irvin. Shut up. I wanted the little lines in there. I couldn't get the lines. I think that had to be part. I don't know if that was solely just like an aesthetic decision, or if it was because I was a Jehovah's Witness kid. I don't know. Could have been a little bit of both.
Little column A, little column B.
Little column B, but I know that's why a large part why I couldn't freak anything with my hair growing up was because you got to keep things respectable in the house of the Lord. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure if my mom started trusting me, or when I was like 13 or 14, she reached the level like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in, I want to say 7th or 8th grade, I wanted to, I was an anime nigga. So, so there's a character in Dragon Ball, Go Tanks. Damn it.
Tanks?
Yeah, that's when. Fucking, I'm a nerd.
Talk it.
Right, so there's two characters. There's Trunks and there's Goten.
Mm-hmm.
There's hot fusion. There's a thing where they combine. When they combined, they had one kid had purple hair, one kid had black hair. But when they combined, the character had like this crazy like purple like streak in their hair. I wanted to do that, and my mom was like, "No." And it wasn't because of like me having purple hair. She was like, "That's too much work. You got to straighten your hair out. You got to like pull the shit through just to get that part of it." And then a girl, I think her name was Jamia. A girl bet me that I wouldn't dye my hair, and then I dyed my hair red.
Okay.
And at first, you could only see it in the light. So like if the light catches it, it'll be popping.
Yeah.
But then my mom went and got like another thing for me or whatever. And she was like, "Look, that girl better pay you goddamn money. I'm here to spend my money on this shit." And then she ended up paying me like all that. I think she gave me like $30.
Damn.
Like, I think I won like $30 off of like dyeing my hair red.
That's a good.
So like 7th grade, and then, she definitely was getting lax. Cause like during, it's like it was getting close to summertime, so she was letting me to start to grow my hair out. So like it was like 7th grade or 8th grade, I had like a low fro, but it was like not maroon, but it was like more of like an auburn kind of thing, like a nice little red going. So
burgundy.
Your man's was out here.
Damn, I was jealous, man. I'm jealous. I couldn't do that I couldn't grow my hair out until I was in college, and even then I got a lot of like flack for it because I was still kind of a Jehovah's Witness. So because I was faking it because during that time I kind of had to, and I remember they gave me that's why I left, because I remember they told me I was doing the Patrick Mahomes before the Patrick Mahomes was doing the Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, you had the curls.
I had the
bouncing?
curls out.
Oh.
I had the curls out, and I was getting so I was doing numbers back then. That was different. That was a different James. But I remember I had it wasn't even like out there like that. There was little curls, and then I remember I had my sideburns. That was when like they used to fade the sideburns.
Did you have the ludicrous?
No, I didn't do Ludacris. I didn't go that far. I didn't or like the Dwayne Johnson, the rock joints,
the Lash LaRue,
the Elvis joints.
Yeah,
but it was just like they used to fade them and like they would be long.
So they look like they're connected to a beard.
Yeah, but there was no beard yet. But it was connected to some stubble.
Yeah.
And I thought I was killing them. And I remember like when I was doing security, and they pulled me to the side, and they were like, "We're gonna have to take you off your post, young brother." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'm helping babies. I'm carrying old ladies like this to their seats. I'm doing the work, man. I'm helpful."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, people are saying that you're not presentable." And I was, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Your sideburns are too long, son." And I'm like,
Wait, did they hit you with the Montgomery Burns?
"Yeah, yeah.
Told you to shave your sideburns.
My sideburns are too long. I look like a hippie." And I was like, "Okay,
All right, I'm out.
I'm out. Like, what are we doing here?"
Okay, look. You don't want me to celebrate birthdays? Fine.
Fine.
I can't see certain people because they don't believe in the same thing we believe in. Cool.
I gotta wait for marriage to have sex. Didn't do it, but all right,
Sure.
You take a man's sideburns away. You take it. That's the last straw. How dare you? All I had back then was my sideburns and my curly hair.
Come on, man.
Huh? I was as a young biracial kid in the early aughts supposed to get some pussy. If you can't let his sideburns grow, his curls pop.
The disrespect. The disrespect.
Oh man, it's late. I'm tired and I'm hungry.
Me too.
We gonna get up out of here. You want to plug anything, King?
Go to at Keane Cobb on everything. I just started doing this thing called Monologue Minute. Recorded it in this room earlier, so holler at your boy. If you're trying to book me on some shows, holler at your boy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At Keane Cobb on everything.
Hell yeah. I'm at James B. Knight on everything. My YouTube channel is at jamesb.knight because some asshole took at James B. Knight. He don't even got no content on this shit. It's literally just some white dude, and he's got a picture of him holding up a fish, and I'm like, you
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. You're not doing anything with
not
this.
a damn thing.
But if you're in Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania, we're doing an improv workshop at the end of the month. At the library. That's the only library there, I guess. I don't remember what it's called. And then on August 4th, we're going to be doing No Diggity Improv at Comedy Sports in Philadelphia. You can go on there if you want tickets. Because I have 99 people who have listened to this, and over the course of me doing this, I don't know who these people are.
They're called fans, James.
I don't have nine. I don't. Good on you guys. You can also catch us at the Ruba Club celebrating our friend Rob's 40th birthday.
wait, let me see if I can do a quick Rob. Yeah, so if you come through and see if we, damn it, it's okay.
You had some. Yeah, it started strong.
I have elements, It's just it's okay. I like the Sixers, horror movies, sneakers,
backpacks to put the sneakers in. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Should I? Eventually, I'll start promoting the other room that I work for, but not yet. They ain't paid me for a full shift yet. So once they pay me for a full shift, I'll start promoting the show. You made that money. Damn, I got to think of a clever way to close this show going forward. But real quick, did you know that we used to have a wrestling podcast? I was thinking the other day too. It was real quick. I might even cut this, but there was a. I was talking to Dell and Marsley, two other Philly comics, and they have a wrestling podcast now. And I was like, oh shit, what if we could fabricate a podcast like a podcast where like they're the Wolf Pack and we NWO Black and White.
I like it. I like it.
This is the nerdiest shit. All right. Bye.